strongly caution, the following programs are intended for mature audiences over the age of 18. These programs may contain some material that many parents would not find suitable for children and may include intense violence, sexual situations, coarse language, and suggestive dialogue.
All right, happy Thursday night. We are back with the guys from the Dark Divide. How you guys doing tonight?
Great,
Good, good.
Fuck yeah, we're good.
Fantastic.
We can swear, right?
We can swear, right? It's just,
Oh, yeah, you say whatever the fuck you want.
hell yeah.
Yeah, you won't around here.
One fucking, you have to shut this whole thing off.
We had 3 seconds.
God damn it. All right, see you guys. Sorry about that.
If we did that shit, we'd be shut off every fucking night.
Every time. We'd probably be banded and everything.
I almost want to go back and look at our future videos and see how many times I said fuck during every podcast.
Just have a compilation that's 30 minutes long.
Yeah.
It would probably be hour vlog because I mean this is season 2. We just got done with season 1, and that was 52 episodes in season 1.
Wow.
So, it's a lot. It's a lot. All right, so you guys, we kind of talked about it before. We're gonna run through this little game with you guys. You got question between 1 and 84. We do have bonus questions we'll throw in just to throw y'all a goddamn curve, but doesn't matter who says it. Y'all all still have to answer it.
Okay, I'll do.
So you can choose to pick, or you can choose to roll the dice. It's totally up to you.
Sounds good.
I say we roll the dice.
I love rolling. Yeah, I love chance.
Roll that dice.
All right, here we go. We're going to roll, and we're going to go with 51. 51 is going to be, if you can do a song mashup, who would you do one with?
Oh, man, what a great question. Fuck.
Living or living or dying?
Living or dead. It doesn't matter.
Okay, living or dying or dying.
You're going to take 2 songs and you're going to make them fuck and have a baby. So what 2 songs are you going to have get it on?
Oh, man, what a tough question.
I feel like it can't be. I'd hate to have like 2 metal songs. You know?
I want Bruno Mars.
I want like Bruno Mars and Queen. Yeah, I want Bruno Mars and Dying Fetus.
Oh shit!
That's my
answer. That should be interesting.
See, I need you to write that down, Mojo, because I'm going to do that mashup for them.
We're going to see what happens.
We interviewed the season 1 finale. We interviewed Apricity, and she said Queen and Lady Gaga, and I mixed the fucking 2 and did Another One Bites the Dust with Bad Romance, and that shit was fucking ridiculous.
Okay.
You know, I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna
That's
do
a
that.
challenge.
Okay.
Bruno Mars
Do
and
it.
Dying Fetus.
Challenge accepted.
All right, Bruno Mars, Dying Fetus. I'm pretty sure I won't forget that, but Mojo just
Well, you remember Dying Fetus. I'll remember Bruno Mars, and then we
remember
should
Dying
be able.
I actually
Okay, I can
really
remember
like
Bruno Mars.
that.
There we
I'm
go.
the heavier of us two, so I'll remember Dying Fetus.
There you go.
Okay, see, we got it.
All right. So you guys want to roll, or do you want to pick a number?
Oh, roll.
Yeah, I had a number.
Roll we
Oh,
go.
you had a number. Wait,
Whoa,
Eric
whoa.
got a number. Eric got a number. Hold up. Eric got a number.
All right.
Let's
Okay,
do
number.
27.
27.
27 it is. When you were a child, what kind of music were you exposed to?
Oh, nice.
We each got to do that one separately.
Yeah.
Eric, you
Yeah,
first.
you pick the number. You go.
Before we answer this one, we did a run where we went to. He knows what I'm talking about. You probably. I don't think you do.
No, probably not.
We did a show in New Orleans, and we're from the DFW area, and we promised each other that we weren't just going to listen to like hardcore and metal the whole trip, right?
Yeah.
We were going to do 5 songs from your childhood, 5 songs from elementary school, middle school, high school, college, and now.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Nice.
Right? So it's I think we have those in our heads.
I think I still got that playlist.
Yes.
But, yeah.
But Eric first. You
That's
go
a good
first.
idea, though. It's a good idea to kind of reminisce and to see
Something
how much
different.
music has changed and moved
Yeah,
forward.
exactly.
And like, yeah, that opens up for a good freaking ride. Shoot.
Yeah, I think you learn about your bandmates a lot
You
too.
do,
like
yes.
what all of our
I
different
bet.
tastes, yeah.
I kind of think you learn a lot from anybody based off of like their childhood music to like the progression up into like actual adulthood.
Yep.
Yeah.
For me, though, it was an abrupt like, oh fuck, Whitechapel, hell yeah, and then it just completely changed for me.
From there, huh?
You're gonna get me on a tangent because Whitechapel's one of my fucking top favorite bands ever.
Same there. Once I heard one record, and I was like, oh okay, so all this is gonna
Well,
go away. We're just
I
gonna
met-
move on.
I met Phil before I had even heard Whitechapel. I was at Welcome to Rockville, and me and my brother were sitting down at a table eating in the VIP section, and this short little motherfucker with these 2 big stocky motherfuckers come up. They're like, "Is anybody sitting at this table?" We're like, "No." So they sit down, they start eating, and they're like, "You know, who'd you come to see?" So we start telling them. They're like, "Oh, well, our band's gonna play here in a little bit." And I'm like, "Oh, really? What's your band name?" He's like, Whitechapel. Well, I never heard of them, so I was like, "All right, cool, yeah, I'll come check you out." So I did, and I left a whole new person.
Yeah,
I went to their goddamn merch, and I'm pretty sure I dropped about $300 on fucking, because I was just like fucking mind blown by their music, their stage presence, fucking everything.
Yeah, everything changed once you hear that first song.
Yeah.
But, yeah, okay, yeah, sorry. go
Back to the question.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Shut up, AJ. So remind me of the question. This is through our childhood. What were we?
Yeah. What's the like major songs that you remember that like when you hear it, it's like it automatically takes you back to being a kid?
For me, honestly, my mom loved Motown. So you put on an oldies station for me right now, I can sing to every song that comes on the oldies station.
Hell yeah.
And as a bass player, I love Motown for the groove and the bass line. So that's
You're getting into like the fucking Temptations.
Hell yeah.
Hell yes.
No, that's my childhood.
Okay.
So for me, I was actually I'm an oddball. My dad was a big blues guy, and my mom was a northeast coast country girl, if that makes any sense. She's from Jersey, but she listened to like all the 90s and 80s country and shit. My dad listened to like B.B. King, Stevie Ray Vaughan. But if I could go back and like really hit a song that like just like drives like the old school memory, it'd be Cemetery Gates by Pantera. I remember my mom sent me to the neighbor's house to get butter, of all things. And like I'm probably 8
Joshua, go get some butter.
Go get some butter. But yeah, I'm like 8 years old, and I'm walking up, and I like it's the intro, you know, the 12-string guitar and shit. It's just,
Yeah.
And then like as I'm knocking on the door, you know, the dime squeal comes in, and then and I was like, "Give me your fucking butter!" That like turned my entire musical world around because I didn't know what metal or distorted guitars or anything like that was until that moment. And then like, yeah, that's like the real turning point for me in music.
That's fucking cool. Mine's not as cool. Mine's not as cool at all. Mine's literally like I grew up, not to date myself, but I grew up in the 90s. And so for me, it was, me actually being into music. It wasn't until like the early 2000s. So I was really big into Disturbed, really big into like the old like dad metal. Yeah, like all like the
divorced dad rock.
And so to this day, I am still a huge like divorced dad metal guy. Like, you put on some Godsmack, and I'm like, you know what? Hell yeah, guys.
Hey, what's good is good, right? Like
I'm with him on Pantera. Like, I grew up in the 80s, and the very first band I ever heard this is going back because I was a big MTV kid. And what sent me down the heavy metal path was seeing the video for Ace of Spades by Motorhead.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And that's what kind of started it. But my first like heavy band was Pantera. And it first started with Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah.
And it was This Love by Pantera. Well, then within the same week, the movie Demon Night, Tales from the Crypt Demon Night came out. Well, Cemetery Gates is on that soundtrack. And I bought the soundtrack and I heard Cemetery Gates for the first time. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? And it just sent me down the goddamn rabbit hole fast. And I was like, I need harder, heavier, faster, whatever I could fucking find. And I was just looking for anything and everything.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
All right, so y'all want to pick or you want to roll?
Dad rock.
I will hold true to that. I fucking love dad rock.
As long as you're not saying Nickelback or some shit, we all right.
Hey, well, it's just right.
Yuck.
Oh, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me.
You about ready to get hurt.
Actually, I talked that shit. I liked Nickelback's first album. I'll admit.
It's just funny because I mentioned we did that soundtrack, or what's it called, that playlist, and you get a lot of like those those dad rock songs and those and then all of a sudden it was like middle school for me. I heard my first it's Whitechapel probably was like the big Slipknot and then Whitechapel. And then I was like, let's just change my entire what I listen to. It's just so funny how just like one record can do that.
So going into that actually brings up a good bonus question. What was that one pivotal moment in your life that you decided you want to be a musician? Was it a song? Was it a band? What was that one moment you're like, this is what the fuck I want to do?
Yeah, for me, it was a song. It was "Sad But True" by Metallica. I got into Metallica. I got into the Black Album. Again, I'm dating myself.
Hey, it's a good album.
I'm dating myself here, but I got into the Black Album, and I just heard just the very simple, snare drum, da 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 da, from "Sad But True," and I was like, I'm gonna be a drummer. Like it was just like it just clicked in my head. Like I want to do whatever the fuck that was. To me, that's the coolest thing. And then it just kept growing from there. Metallica into Slipknot, into Chapel, into now I listen to fucking Dying Fetus. It's like what happened to this? What is this young man?
Yep, I do the same thing. I'm right there with you.
So for me, it was definitely a song, and it was just something where. Because that song in particular, "Sad But True," so simple on drums, I was able to learn it very quickly, and it was just kind of really reassuring. Like, oh shit, I can actually do this. Like I can actually like build this up and do like I can play a Metallica song. Fuck yeah. And then it turned into, oh, I can play a Slipknot song. I can play whatever song.
Right.
I got hooked.
For me, so like my musicianship, I would say started. I got a bass for Christmas one year, and I didn't necessarily asked for it. My dad got it for me, thinking maybe I would pick it up. And a buddy of mine, his name was Michael Tanner. We were freshman year together. He got a guitar. He was like, "Let's start a band." I had never touched my bass after I fucked with it on Christmas Day, and I was like, "Okay, you know." We farted around a little bit, but what made me want to be a musician and turn into a guitar player was Slipknot's self-titled album. My buddy Chipper, he had this old fucking shit brown 80s Ford van, and he had a fucking CD player. That was the nicest thing in this van. And going to school one morning, he's like, "Hey, dude, check this out." And he puts that in the CD player, and just like that crazy ass intro that it had was playing, and I was like, "Dude, this is fucking retarded." What is this?
This is fucking.
And then that 6 starts, and like my eyes got wide, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" And dude, that album right there completely changed my thought process of what I wanted to get into, and I was like, I'm gonna learn this. So I sold my bass and my little bass practice amp at school. And I bought some guitar shit, and I learned how to play guitar, and ever since.
Yeah, for me, I loved music my whole life. Made a best friend, and we were going to start a band. He said, "My dad's going to mail me a guitar from New York." I thought I was going to get a guitar too, but then right before I went to go buy a guitar on my birthday, I saw a local band cover a Primus song.
Yeah.
And seeing someone like play bass like how Les Claypool plays and doing the vocals, it's like you can be a front man as a bass player. You can do some cool shit as a bass player. I'm like,
yeah.
I left and I immediately knew like that's for me. That's it.
That's the one.
See, you're the first one ever that has felt that way other than me, because like with me, it was Motorhead. And seeing Lemmy on the bass, I was like, Lemmy's God. And I remember going to buy my first instrument. And everybody was like, "What do you want?" I said, "I want the bass."
Yeah.
That's all I've ever played. Now, I've picked up like I could play keyboards and piano now, but like I didn't want to play guitar. I didn't want to play drums. I wanted the fucking bass. That's all I've ever played. That's all I've ever dealt with. That's all I know because of fucking Lemmy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Then that's the whole reason why. And then, of course, later I found Primus and got into Les Claypool. And, when Mudvayne came out, I got real big into Ryan and paying attention to what he was doing and how he was doing it. I upgraded and started playing 5 and 6 string basses and shit like that. And it's okay. I'm glad that there's somebody else out there than me that felt that way.
No, it was.
You're not alone.
I knew.
What up?
I got you. All right. So you guys want to roll or do you want to pick?
Do anyone have a number?
Let's try 38.
38.
38 it is.
Tally.
All right. You guys get asked to dance. You go out onto the dance floor. Are you two-stepping or are you twerking?
Oh, I'm fucking two-stepping.
Oh, I'm twerking.
I'm probably
1000%. I'm very proud of that. I'm absolutely twerking.
I'm a bad Texan. I don't know how to two-step, so twerking is my fault.
I am.
You guys think that Texas should know how to do that, Texas two-step.
Well, so
Nope,
AJ's
I'm not from
Texas.
here. I am from New York.
He's a Yankee.
I am. I'm
That
born and raised in New York.
Mojo, do you even know how to two-step? Because I don't think you do.
Yeah, I do. I know how to do a lot of shit you don't know that I know how to do.
I think you got to prove this right
People
now.
just don't ask.
I sure shit can.
I think we need to plan on going. I think we need to plan on going to a Dark Divide show, and you're gonna have to two-step during one of their songs.
Hell yes.
Yeah.
All right.
We want to go to San Antonio again real bad, so we'll find a way out there and we'll do it.
Hey, you know what? If you do it, I'll fly in from South Carolina.
Sounds like
And I want to see you two-step. Do you know how to two-step?
Fuck no.
Well, see, you over here talking shit.
I don't
Why are
have
you
all
talking
this.
shit? You
I
can't
don't-
even
hey,
do it.
Look.
It only
I
has 2 steps in it.
It's not just
All of you.
I don't have all this ass for no reason. All right, I'm gonna twerk it. I'm gonna be a homeboy, and I'm gonna twerk the shit out of it because I got ass to do it.
Well, maybe you should do the Texas 2-step twerk.
There you go. I don't know what that is, but it sounds fun.
That's a
I don't
mashup.
know what that
I don't know
is.
what it is either, but it sounded good.
You failed.
I didn't fail. How much you won't bet that's gonna come out now, though?
You better give me
It's the
money.
next Instagram, dance or viral TikTok.
He's gonna be doing a mashup, doing the Texas 2-step twerk.
To Bruno Mars and Dying Venus.
Yeah, yes. Make that Bruno Mars "Dying Fetus" song, and you got it.
God
There you go.
damn it! Why do I get challenged to do the dumbest shit? All right. You know what? I'll fucking make it happen some way. Guys, you want to roll or do you want to pick?
We pick numbers. You pick a number.
I'll pick a number. Yeah, 31.
31. If you can bring back any rock star, who would it be?
Freddie Mercury. Easy answer.
Dang, that came quick.
That came really quick.
That's a good one.
Really?
You've heard-
Absolutely, dude. He's
Freddie Mercury.
he's quoted. I mean, like at one point, technology was going to be so advanced that we would lean on it so much to write music, and the soul would be gone. And if you ask me, that's what's happening in today's pop culture.
And
Yeah.
Yeah,
True.
mine.
yeah.
I have so many. I mean, it's a lot of drummers, obviously, for my instrument. Neil. I do think, because we talked about it before, I do truly think every metal drummer that's around today and have been around since like the 2000s, they were influenced by Joey Jordison.
Oh yeah.
And so I've seen him live one time, and that's not enough times. That is not enough times to see Joey live. So I missed
See,
that.
I've seen Joey once.
I've seen him only once, and that'd be a big one.
Yeah.
That'd be a cool one to see.
I'm gonna go way back and pick on Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart just to see what someone would do and fucking melt down and just completely like
What is it?
like, what is going on in this world? What have we
You
become?
mean to tell me the name of the band is Dying Fetus?
You never know. He might bust out with some good shit, man. He might be like, "Oh, hold up,
Yeah.
hold up."
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's a good one.
I think so.
He might get like all freaking rocked out. You never know.
Maybe.
I think we did all numbers. I think we need a roll now.
Yeah.
Let's take a roll.
Oh,
Roll we go with 63. Doo-doo-doo. Last song you sang in the shower, and don't you lie about it.
Oh, that's a good one. Then.
No lies.
I really don't sing in the shower.
I do. Oh, Ave Maria. That's it.
Oh,
Good.
I haven't sang that. It's been a while. That's the concert area.
So I woke up the other morning and I had the Thunder Rolls by Garth Brooks stuck in my head for no fucking
Oh,
reason.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah, yeah. I wasn't really
Okay.
singing it. I was just kind of humming it in my head. But yeah, I mean that's like that's childhood shit, right?
Okay, yeah. Hey, what was it? When I was a kid, I was listening to Eddie Rabbit. I love a rainy night, so I can't say anything.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you should make that song like all.
Do a mashup between that song and
It's Raining Men.
no, like a Dying
Yeah. Oh, that's a good one.
damn. Oh shit! I'm gonna have my work cut out for me. Oh shit! Oh hell! I
You
could
can
only.
upgrade that song though. I think it has a good little like. You could really upgrade that song.
Hell yeah.
We've always wanted to do something like that, like take some pop song or something and metalify it.
I've tried to talk Rob into "Take on Me" by.
Yeah, oh my
dude,
god!
for so long.
That'd be fucking
It's
funny
got that
metal-fied.
fucking halftime break, dude. It'd be so heavy.
It's also one of the most covered songs.
It is, but man, it'd be
It
funny.
is.
Either
That'd
that
be
or
funny.
"Kissed by a Rose" by Seal.
Hell yeah.
But it only matters on how you cover it.
Exactly.
Right.
What you do with it? It's your art.
So on that, I have a bonus question.
Right on.
If you guys could tour with any 3 bands within your genre, dead or alive, who would you choose?
Ooh. You'd be a good one. You need to answer this one. Because I have my 3, but
So
I want to tour with Era because it looks
Era.
like Rob too.
within our genre.
Era's a big one for us.
Yeah,
I'd
Era's
say
awesome.
Era's awesome. I think we've been writing a lot of new stuff and definitely going into like a very old school feel.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to say As I Lay Dying.
No, so I would pick As I Lay Dying, circa Shadows Are Security, or Ocean Between Us. One of those 2 albums. I would pick that.
Like an era of a band.
Yes, yeah.
Is that okay? We could do that. We could pick an era of a band.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the era. Then.
Yeah, mine would be As I Lay Dying, Shadows Are Security, Kill Switch Engage, self-titled, and then Unearth 3, The Oncoming Storm, In the Eyes of Fire.
Unearth, yes.
I love that.
That'd be a huge one for us.
Yeah.
Nice.
Unearth would be
Okay.
good. What else? We said era. That was your 3? As I Lay Dying? I'd say the same thing for the As I Lay Dying era. I'd also say Unearth. I don't know if I would say, what was the other one? Kill Switch?
Yeah.
I don't know
The
if I'd
first
say
album.
Kill Switch. I love Kill Switch. I just don't know if that's what I would say. Probably Shadows Fall,
Oh, yeah.
because they were
Yeah.
huge for me growing up, and they're drummers from my hometown. And it would just be one of those like cool like nostalgia trips for me. So probably the Unearth, As I Lay Dying, and Shadows Fall.
I thought you were going to say Third and Delaware and Transient.
I want to change my answer. I want to change my answer to Third and Delaware, Transient, and Dying Fetus. Those are the 3 I want to do.
And Bruno Mars. Just for
Bruno Mars.
We get a 4th one in here.
Why not?
Hey, there is a backside to this question, so save Bruno Mars for like about 30 seconds.
Right.
What's the backside? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you
All right,
got
so
it
the
up.
backside of the question is 3 bands or artists completely not even close to being related to your genre.
That we tour with?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say Blackpink. Let's get the K-pop, J-pop crowds.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That would fit us perfectly.
Yeah.
Anything, yeah,
Weird
J-pop,
Al.
K-pop.
I'd go on tour with Weird Al.
You'd want Weird Al. Why Weird Al?
Why not?
I don't know.
Have you ever seen Weird Al?
No, I haven't.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Weird Al's great.
That's some pretty crazy thing.
You got me. No, I can't agree more. Like, because we're very synth driven. A lot of our old stuff is very like techno driven, synth driven stuff. So the K-pop, J-pop, like BTS, I'd want. Blackpink, I like.
The production value would be insane.
It'd be
We'd have like pyrotechnics.
outrageous.
You would see more than 2 steps.
More than 2 steps in that dance floor. What else? Ooh, I don't know. I can't think of another one. That's just such a good answer. Like a J-pop, K-pop
Yeah,
group.
I mean, you could still put Bruno Mars in there.
we
I
could.
think we will.
Yeah.
Or Steel Panther.
See?
Ooh,
Yeah.
don't tempt me with the
With the 80s.
with the
sex metal.
80s sex metal kind of daddish
Yeah.
vibe.
I would throw Taylor Swift in there too, just so I get a paycheck.
Yeah, just
Just
for
to
the
get a
crowd.
really
Just
good
for the
beat.
crowd.
Exactly. See, that's strategy because I always tell everybody if I was going to pick 3 artists to go on tour with, I would want to maximize my capacity of viewers for my band. So it'd be Taylor Swift, Post Malone, and Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Guaranteed sold out. Guaranteed.
Even if I got like
They
1%,
may hate us.
that's perfect.
That's still billions of dollars.
Exactly. That's
Oh,
the whole
God.
point. Because there's going to be a couple of thousand at least that like what you do in that fucking crowd.
Yeah.
I don't know about
At
that.
least. May not be everybody,
But it's
but
somebody.
you're going to get some somebodies in there. All right, so you guys want to pick or you want to roll?
Doing a roll?
Yeah.
Let's roll with it.
Let's roll.
46. If you could have any mentor, who would your mentor be?
I'm going to reflex on this one. And you mentioned him earlier. So Ryan Martini, one of my favorite metal bass players. I would just love to kick it and hang with him.
Heck yeah.
Mentor.
To me, he's probably one of the top, if not the top bass player right now, and has been for a very long time.
Very long time.
So mine would be Charles Caswell from Buried Alive.
Oh, wow.
Not Buried Alive, but here. Oh, God damn it.
Dying Fetus.
I was going to say Trey Williams.
God damn it. Where's my phone? The name is escaping me.
I got my
Anyway,
phone.
he's probably one of the best guitarists I've ever seen.
Sosa Navasi's going to be here next week. You're saying that?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, some animals as leaders. All right.
It is
All
Buried
right.
Alive, but it's buried. Yeah, that's right. But like berries. Like the fruit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's fucking
Yo. I didn't
phenomenal.
know that was his. I just always know the Buried Alive guy.
Yeah, Charles Caswell.
Do you know what we're talking about? Buried as in like strawberry,
berries?
like buried alive?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy guitar player. Crazy guitar. Like, he pisses me off. He's so good. I've been playing for I'm fucking 39. So 23 years I've been playing. I couldn't touch that guy if you paid me. Like, he's fucking great.
See, that's how I felt because I actually got to meet and interview one of probably my biggest bass idol a couple weeks ago.
Nice.
And he lives in Austin, Texas, and he's got a new band which he does vocals and not bass for a band called Never Rest. But he was the bassist for I Wrestled a Bear Once.
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
I love Iwabo. They're one of my favorite bands. Them and Tony Danza Tap Dance Extravaganza were two of
Hey,
my
you were
favorite.
speaking my language. Hell yes.
I love those two bands.
Yeah.
Huge influences on me. And, you know, when he came on, I'm sitting there looking at him and I'm like, no, this ain't him. And he was like, oh, if you want to ask me questions about I Wrestled a Bear Once, and I just lost my shit. And I was like, I fucking knew it was you, motherfucker.
It's you.
Yeah.
That's very cool. I love Iwabo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I missed them. I missed them so much.
Yeah. I think for me, who would it be? I try to think of I want to think of someone who's been at it for a long time, like who's been touring for a long time and not only like a good drummer, but has also just been at it and can like mentor through a lot of the hardships of being on the road and touring and whatnot.
Yeah.
I mean, living or dead. I mean, the first person I thought of was Joey Jordison.
Yeah.
Just because like he was a like pioneer for a lot of metal drummers of like, hey, this is what you can fucking do, you know.
Right.
I also think of I don't know. That's like the number one. That's the one that keeps popping in my head for some reason. Again, if we're going living or dead, I think of Joey.
It's a good one.
It's a good one. All right.
Yeah, see, I got you. So you want to roll or you want to pick?
Real quick with Iwabo, I want to tell a funny story or an interesting story. I was very, very lucky to be able to open for them before they called it quits. It was in Poughkeepsie, New York, and it was with Courtney, right? At the time. This was 20. What year was this? It was either 14 or 15. And they were so much fucking fun. That was, I listened to their records a little bit, and I listened to like the old stuff, right? And I was like, yeah, this is really cool. And then I saw them live, and I was like, wait, how the fuck are they doing any of
yeah, no, right?
Is he doing any of that? You know, so that's very cool.
Yeah, they were intense, and I think the very first song I ever heard of them was "Tastes Like Kevin Bacon," and I just went down the fucking rabbit hole and became a gigantic fan, and still listen to them every day to this day since.
Oh, fucking cool!
I'm pretty sure I listen to them about 2 hours a day every day.
No.
It's like medicine. You gotta have your daily dose, or it's like vitamins. I mean, it's like you gotta have your daily dose and keep yourself healthy.
Yeah, I've got to have my Iwabo. I've got to have my Tony Danza, and some other few bands that are thrown in there. Like I discovered a band a couple of years ago called Vilharda that I love a lot. Yeah.
Do you know Humanity's Last Breath?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Same thing. I love. They were in the U.S. for the first time this year, and I got to see them. Their third ever show in the U.S. And I was like, this band is fucking. Because I love Buster, the guitar player.
Right.
Because he's a producer. He does a lot of mixing. He's done Oceano stuff. He does Born of Osiris. He does. Who else? He does Throne, and he also does Bill Jartha and Humanity's Last Breath, and I am fucking in love with his production, his mixing style, everything. And so when I finally got to see him live, I was like, this fucking slaps. This is disgusting.
Yeah,
this is so heavy and cool.
You're agreed. Sorry, I'm dying here.
You could.
All right. Yeah. Still getting over being sick. All right, y'all want to roll or you want to pick?
I'm curious what the first question is.
Number one. Yeah.
Okay. The number one question would be, if you could play any other type of music than what you play now, what would it be?
Who wants to go first?
I've been infatuated with like this kind of hyper pop stuff. So there's a band called Dirty Loops, which has like an amazing bass player and
amazing.
It's kind of jazzy, kind of funky, kind of poppy, like all over the place. And so I think something that keeps me like
hyper pop. Yeah,
hyper pop.
I think that's funny because that just so bass driven, and the first thing that went in my head was gospel.
Oh yeah,
because of how drum driven it is.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Thinking of that because I think of like Tony Royster Jr. I think drummers like that is just like the drummer is the number one thing. Yeah. So obviously that's why I think of that. That's why I got into death metal, because I truly think that because of gospel music. I got in the dying fetus because of gospel music.
Well, hey, I've heard of weirder shit. I've heard of weird shit because, like, growing up, I was big into like, Motorhead and Iron Maiden and Judas Priest, like a lot of people were that were, born in the late 70s or early 80s. And then I became a huge Marilyn Manson fan. Like, Manson was one of my big idols growing up. But then I discovered Cold Chamber.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I heard that on the soundtrack for Dee Snider's Strangeland.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And as soon as I found Cold Chamber, that led me down this rabbit hole of all kinds of insane shit. But what led me to Iwabo and like Tony Danza was a band called Doc Acula.
Yep.
And when I heard them,
the pass.
I seen them live. They're playing a little hole in the wall joint where I lived. And I was talking to the lead singer, and he was like, "Oh, well, if you like us, you should check out this other band that we've toured with a few times." And he led me to Tony Danza. And then the same situation, I finally got to go see Tony Danza play, and I was talking to the vocalist, and he was like, "Hey, if you like us, go check out this band." And it was I Wrestled a Bear Once, and it just kept fucking progressing. But it was all at live shows.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of these bands that I fell in love with, it was seeing them live, not finding them on the internet, not whatever. It was just seeing them live.
That blows me away more. I've never heard of a band.
Dude, Protest the Hero.
Was that one for you?
Oh yeah, dude, I saw them with Unearth at the House of Blues in Dallas. It was Whitechapel, Protest the Hero, and Unearth.
Dang.
And dude, when Protest the Hero started that bloodletting song, I was like, what the fuck is happening? Yeah, Protest the Hero for me live like that. Those dudes were fucking wild.
And you had never heard of them prior to that, right?
Never,
The bands that I like the most, I've seen live, but I'd never heard of them before.
Yeah. I mean, that's how I discovered one of my other band that I like a lot, which a lot of people don't like them, but I love them, is Ghost.
Yep.
I'm a big Ghost fan. Well, I was working for a radio station. I had to go cover Welcome to Rockville. And I was at one of the stages, and the very first band, or they weren't the first band up, but it was later on in the afternoon, about 1-2 o'clock in the afternoon. It was Lacey Sturm. Of course, she was just doing Flyleaf stuff.
Yeah.
Well, all these fucking Christian, like, teenage groups came to see, because Skillet was playing too.
Oh, there you go.
Later on that night. So they were all over there watching Lacey Sturm, and I looked down at everybody who's playing, and I'm like, well, I've seen this band. I don't know who the fuck Ghost is. I ain't got a clue. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I've seen these other bands 50 million times. I've interviewed some of them. I'm just going to sit here and check out who the hell this Ghost band is.
Yeah.
And all these Christian groups stayed. And the very first opening, as soon as they drop, they have these like stained glass window looking backdrops. And I'm like, is that Baphomet? I'm like, oh,
wait a minute.
Turn my camera to the crowd. And sure as shit, they start up. The very first song they come out to is Year Zero, but they run that over and over for like 5 minutes. You can see all their eyes turn into like the size of like $50 coins, and some of them are out there crying, like losing their fucking mind, like it's the damn apocalypse into the world, and they're losing their shit. And they come out there, and, Papa Emeritus came out there, the whole band, and I was just like, holy shit.
Who's this?
Yeah, and then ever since then, I've seen them probably 20 times at this point, live, and I'd never heard their music before ever, but I got to see them live for the very first time.
Yeah,
and it's like I tell people all the time, go see shows, because you never know who the fuck you're going to see, because there's so many bands that I've seen that they weren't shit at the time when I seen them, and then 6 months later, they were huge. Yeah. That's how I found Fire from the Gods. Fire from the Gods were teeny tiny. Nobody knew the fuck where they were when I first seen them. And then they exploded.
Love Fire from the Gods.
I seen In This Moment Non-Point before anyone knew who the fuck they were.
Yep.
And then they fucking exploded. And I'm like, you never know. Take your ass to a fucking show and go see that whole show.
That was when we played with them. That was my first time seeing Fire from the Gods.
Yeah.
And I was like, who the fuck is this band? That was such a cool show.
Dude, I got to I played with mine and Rob's old band. We played with Upon a Burning Body, at a church in Mansfield, Texas.
Hell yeah! And
It
then
was it was
now
fucking
they're a
wild.
pile of burning bodies.
Yeah, now they're huge. But yeah, I mean, it was like a shitty little church. The stage was about as big as the room we're in, and it was this far off the floor. And to watch those dudes that close was fucking wild. It was amazing.
Yeah, I could only imagine. That's
Yeah.
actually how I seen Gideon that way for the first time.
Oh shit!
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I seen Gideon. So there was it was like a little bumfuck town in Georgia, and they were doing a metal show at a church where the church was like renting out the church for shows.
Mm-hmm.
And I went and seen it, and the headliner was Gideon, but they were just like starting. So getting to see them on like that same type of stage, teeny tiny, like in your face, raw, it was cool as shit. And then seeing them years later again on the stage at Welcome to Rockville was like kind of full circle.
Yep.
That was Fit for a King for me.
Oh yeah.
Small venue in upstate New York. I see Fit for a King, and I was like, "This is violent." This is fucking. That was only like they were only 2 albums in. And I was like, "This is violent as fuck." And now they're playing,
Huge venues.
huge amphitheaters.
Yeah. So you guys want to roll or do you want to pick?
Let's go with the last.
I want to know
question.
the last one now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
that's
last
exactly. Yeah.
Which one it is? All right. Big Bang Show. Which Big Bang Show character are you?
I've actually never seen the show.
I'm so Sheldon, so it's okay, guys.
I'm Penny.
You're Penny?
Penny.
Well, hey, Penny and Sheldon are friends. What's
I'm
up,
definitely
man?
Penny.
I would probably be Leonard. Like the
Leonard?
centered, down to earth guy. Yeah.
Okay.
Someone who's seen the show, who would I be? Because I've never seen it.
You?
You'd be Raj.
You'd be Raj.
Kind
Yeah.
of the enigma of the
Right.
story.
That was fast. That was super fast.
Both of them.
Hey.
It wasn't even a debate.
It wasn't even a question. It was like immediate.
Eric's gonna go home and you're just gonna be like, he's gonna fuck those guys.
It's like, yeah, you're totally Raj. It's done deal.
He's gonna go the fucking.
So, bonus question. Going back in the day of MTV and watching Beavis and Butthead, what was the very first music video you remember seeing on Beavis and Butthead?
Oh
man.
fuck, man.
But to age myself here. Because what year range is that?
I think it was like 93 to like 99 or something like that.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I was in kindergarten.
Fuck off.
So
Oh, shit.
I'm a youngin, so you'd have to give me like
I think mine was. I want to say it was Wood, Alice in Chains, but I might be wrong on that. I know it was an Alice in Chains song, but like I hear,
Okay.
I think it was Wood.
Okay.
I really think it was Wood by Alice in Chains. That I can remember.
Yeah. It'll all start coming back to you.
I'm terrible on these TV questions because I didn't have cable TV growing up. So,
well, because someone explain. Okay, so was it just like the show, and then they would all of a sudden play a music video?
No,
Yeah.
like they would have like a skit, like an 8-9 minute skit, and then it would be like 7 minutes of them like watching different music videos and making fun of them and shit like that.
Yes. Okay,
Yeah.
I've seen the clips of that. Okay.
Yeah, because like three for me growing up, because I was born in the early '80s, so I grew up with Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah.
And the very first one I can remember is "This Love" by Pantera, "Thunder Kiss
Yeah.
65" by White
That's-
Zombie.
Oh,
That's a
there you go.
definite
That's a cool one.
5 minutes
And the
long.
last one I remember because they made fun of it for like 20 minutes was that goddamn song by the Crash Test Dummies.
oh yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that fucking.
Yeah.
One of the funniest ones was where they were making fun of Jamiroquai in that video.
Oh yeah, I do
Oh,
remember
I
that.
remember them saying it.
What was that? Like virtual reality or something
yeah.
that.
Oh,
He
I
was
need
wearing
to
the
see that
fucking
one.
fuzzy top hat and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that shit. All right, so you guys want to roll or do you want to pick?
Oh, we've gone, both sides. Let's go dead center. What is it, 84? So it'd be 42?
Okay.
42.
41. Yeah.
Okay, so 42.
What is the most uncomfortable outfit you have worn on stage?
Uh,
that's
The most uncomfortable?
I
Yeah.
got mine.
Oh.
you go ahead. This was knee jerk for you, so.
I played an emo night, which we have these emo nights here that are huge, like tons and tons of people, and all of us have played one of these, and they're themed, right? So they'll have some sort of theme, and one of the latest ones I played, it was cowboy themed, right? So it was a different band that I work with called Dispositions, and so we decided to go not as like real like serious cowboys, but I wore shorts that were about 5-inch inseam, like probably up to about like right there, and like really fucking tight,
I've ever worn.
really tight denim too, like a denim tight. They're for working out. They're like that Rascal brand, right?
Yeah.
And I wore a shirt. What did it say? Oh, I don't remember what it said. It said something funny, but the shorts as a drummer, I didn't realize how important it was
to not have
to not have like fucking denim just squeezing me like to no end. And we also have, a lot of us wear wireless packs, right? So that we can hear the monitor system.
Right.
And there was just nowhere to put it on these shorts. So I had to like shove them in my pocket and it would fall out. I'd have to grab it and I could barely play. So yes, it was wearing very, very tight denim booty shorts on stage in front of hundreds and hundreds of people.
That sounds uncomfortable.
That's definitely one for me. I had a cowboy hat, but that wasn't that bad.
I don't know if I have a most uncomfortable. I mean, I got talked into wearing like this Affliction style sleeveless like button up once, and the whole time I'm like, man, fuck my life. So I guess that like personally uncomfortable, but not like physically uncomfortable.
There you go.
Yeah, it was that one.
Hey.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Okay.
Early on, like as a kid, I never liked wearing shoes. And so it was kind of my thing to take off my shoes before I would play shows.
Yeah.
And I remember getting on this one stage that was just beer, sweat. I don't know what else was on the stage.
Oh God.
But I went back to wearing shoes and I'll never take my shoes off again ever.
I bet.
That
I can't
was
even
terrible.
imagine.
I'd be too afraid if I played an instrument where I got to walk around, right? I've seen August Burns Red, they did that too.
Yeah.
They did the whole no shoes thing. I think even Protest the Hero did that. I'd be too afraid just knowing what's on these stages and like just fucking busted glass or some shit like that. I'd be too scared.
I was like 15 years old, so
you're like, fuck it, I will never die.
Take your socks off, your feet look like a calico cat.
Oh, my socks! I had my socks on still. I wasn't barefoot, but like my socks were soaked after that show.
Oh, that almost makes it worse.
I know.
Yeah,
because it just soaks in, and you just gotta
Right?
live with
There's little footprints everywhere. That's
it.
One thing that sends me straight to angry is wet socks. Like I walk to the kitchen to get water on my socks. Fuck today. Going back to
One
bed.
thing that sends me straight to angry. I love that.
Gotcha. So on that, we have ran out of time. You guys know what time it is. We are out of here, but we're going to play one of their videos, one of their newer videos, Onyx. So please go check them out on Facebook and all their social media accounts. Download their fucking music, buy some damn merch, and most importantly, go to a fucking show.
Please.
Get out
yeah.
Get those tickets.
Cheers.
show.
Hell yeah.
But after the video, we are going to come back on real quick, and we're going to make a quick announcement before we end. And on that, so stay put, watch the video, stay with us for just a little bit, and we will be right back. But here is The Dark Divide with Onyx. All right, so if that doesn't want you to go check them out, I don't know fucking what will.
I don't know. There's something wrong with you.
You suck, and your music taste is goddamn horrible. That's all I can fucking say. So on that, with ending, the big announcement everybody's been waiting on.
Yes.
Sound Injection is going to be doing a compilation album for bands that want to be involved. But here's the kicker. You bands that are around 10,000K plus, you guys need to hook up with a smaller band, a much smaller band. You, as a collaboration, work together to create a song.
Together.
I don't care. It doesn't matter if other people work on other instruments other than what they're on, or you got goddamn 4 guitar players, 2 drummers, 2 basses, 2 singers, 3 singers, 4 singers, whatever it is.
No, throw some other instruments in there. Shit.
It cannot be a cover. It's got to be an original piece written by you guys.
No mashing.
Nope. So you turn that in. Let us know that you want to submit to it. We will work with you guys. We're going to put the album out, and we're going to sell it for a couple of bucks each one. All of that money is going to go to a school or a camp to help their music programs. So every bit of that money will go to a music program, because obviously we're all about the music. Music's a big part of everybody's life. Everybody we interview, everything that goes through. That's what this is about. And we like to push unity. We like to get you guys to unify. There's no diversity. There's no competition. We don't do that shit here. So we're trying to
have some fun.
Work together, help each other out, do this shit, and let's help out some fucking people that really need the help. So
I'm
guys,
excited. I can't wait.
You bigger bands, go find a smaller band that you want to work with. Work with them. Send us an email. Let us know that you want to submit. All you got to do is just send us an email that you want to submit. Let us know what band you're working with, and then we will work with you as far as that goes, and we will release it at some point in 2025. On that, we are out of here. Go like The Dark Divide. Go check them out on Facebook and every other little social media platform they got. Buy their merch. Go see them live. Download their music. On that, we love you guys. We will see you next time. Good night.
Thanks, guys.